wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We got some special guests joining us this morning.
Yes, indeed. Hey.
First, we got Hampton University's own, the real HU.
The real
Kendra
HU, yes, right.
Effa. What up, Kendra?
We in the building. Good morning. It feels different being on this side of the fence with y'all. I've never been interviewed by you, Envy. I'm positive I will remember a Breakfast Club interview.
Okay. We got Reginae Carter.
Hi.
You been here before.
Rich ass Reginae. Rich ass Reginae.
And we got Kendall. What's up, brother?
What's up?
This is the cast of the Social Society on All Black.
Your braces make you sound bad.
I didn't even know you had braces.
I got them Thursday.
So why do you have them only for 3 days, though?
Because I'm a sucker. This shit hurt. I can't do this shit.
Oh, you're supposed to keep them longer, but you're going to remove them.
It's supposed to be a 6-month smile.
Why you not going to do it?
Because I can't take it.
You gonna buy
I ain't built for this.
veneers
I'm going to get
Invisalign. Yeah.
Oh, Invisalign. Just buy the fake teeth. You got the money.
No, I'm going to get the veneers. I got to get my back teeth straight, and then I can get veneers.
Oh.
Yes.
Well, the Social Society is what he was trying to say.
Yes.
On the All Black Network. Now, what is the Social Society?
I'm like Kendall, because Kendall is the king of our show. He did season 1 all by himself, and we're part of season 2.
Yeah, so Social Society is a variety talk show that hits on, I done drew a blank. It hits on social media. We hit on some politics. Politics is not my thing, but we hit on some politics. We also hit on TV, film, and just hot topics that's going on in the world. So we have a variety of guests that come on, talk about black culture, black love, and everything in between.
So this is season 2.
This is season 2.
So what made them add the cast, Kendall?
What made them add the cast? It was originally supposed to be me and a co-host last season.
Okay.
So we rotated so many women. Reginae was one of them. So we had Reginae on there. We had a bunch of people that came on, and nobody really stuck but Reginae. And then they decided, let's just kind of make it like a panel. Mm-hmm. So it's me, Reginae, Kendra, and Angela Simmons.
I haven't seen Angela not once on this show.
Yes, you did. She was on the first. She was on the first episode.
Not once on the show.
She was on the first episode. She's very busy.
Yeah, she's a busy girl. But just kind of piggyback off. Kendall did such a great job the first season. How I got the opportunity for the second season, I got a single show on Instagram, and I was pitching the single show to All Black, to the GM, Brett, and then also the VP, Nikki Love, and the marketing VP, Anika Duncan. And they were like, would you go to Atlanta? And I was like, sure. I didn't know at the time it was to work with Kendall. But his name is Kendall. My name is Kendra. It makes sense.
Okay.
It makes sense.
So you do your morning show from Chicago and then travel to Atlanta, do all these other shows.
I'm just like you, Envy. I'm just like you. How do you do the morning show in New York and I see you in Turks and Caicos on a Thursday, but you be on the air?
My boss don't be knowing. Don't be
okay. You going on my spot. You going on my spot. I got to blow. We got the same marketing plan then. No, basically, I host a morning show in Chicago, part of the iHeartMedia family, and they've been very helpful in allowing me to go to Atlanta. And the days I'm in Atlanta, I just do the show from Atlanta. I have my own radio equipment. You guys all know this because we're radio vets. Mm-hmm. We have radio equipment where you can basically broadcast from anywhere. So that's how I'm doing both at the time. And you know that because you do the same thing.
I'm just asking.
And we shoot on Saturdays, too.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But we shoot on Saturdays, but we got COVID tests. So I got to go like a day early for that.
Now, what makes you want to do it, Reginae? Because you rich.
Why you keep saying she rich? You know Reginae rich.
Knock it off.
I'm blessed.
Get you
blessed. I'm blessed. That's when you get money. I'm blessed.
No. Okay. Honestly, I love the cast. 1, 2, I love to talk, and everyone. I feel like this can get. I love acting, and I'm starting to get into acting more, and I feel like this is kind of like a new platform for me. Everyone can see me. We talk about so many things. We actually have different skits. We do fun things on there, and I love to have fun. So
I'm surprised you didn't get offered no roles just based off what you was doing on that's TikTok or that Instagram?
No, but guess what though? I did my first lead role movie last year. I shot it last year. It's supposed to be coming out soon. I've been doing a lot of projects, but hopefully more comes my way.
Word.
Well, let's talk about it. So, what everybody's talking about, Will Smith, Chris Rock. Go. What are your thoughts?
I mean, he deserved that slap. I rock.
Damn, just deserve.
He deserved that. Let me break it down for you. He deserved it. First of all, I rock with Chris Rock, and I understand his job. But he came for Jada when Jada did that whole movement Oscar So White.
2016.
Chris Rock was the host, and he played her. He said she wasn't even invited. How you gonna boycott something? So that slap was for Chris Rock and for everybody talking about Will Smith's wife. And at the end of the day, people think because you're a public figure, you can say whatever you want to say. If I'm not in the building, that's cool. But his wife is right there. You saw Jada's face. She felt away. He needed to get on that stage and remind people he from Philly, and you won't get your ass smacked talking reckless.
I do agree that, if you do what you want to do and you say what you want to say, you cannot determine the consequences of what somebody does.
Okay.
And I do think, him making the comment about her hair is what set Will off more than anything. 'Cause
Absolutely.
Will probably sitting around when she's in bed crying over the fact that she's losing hair.
If she is.
I'm sure
Well,
she is.
She has. She
got
talked about
alopecia.
that. She has alopecia,
Yeah.
so she had to cut her hair bald because of what she's going through.
I thought it was fake at first.
I did too.
Me too.
I was like,
Yeah.
oh, this is a part of, okay,
Me
this is
too.
part of the show.
Mm-hmm.
And then when he sat down, I said, oh, shit. This is, I said,
You know this is radio.
oh, my bad. Look, I'm so used to being
Oh, yeah,
on all
we
black.
got
We can
that.
say what we want to say. My bad. But yeah, I was like, oh, shoot. Okay, this is for real.
Yeah.
And then I was like, well, and I bet you nobody else going to talk about
And I was
Jada.
getting ready to say that smack
That's
was
not
for
true.
No, that smack was all for America. You cannot talk about
America.
Jada. All for America. You cannot talk about Jada in front of Will anymore. He has set the tone. If you got something to say, don't do it in my presence.
Now, that's what I said this morning.
Yeah, people have been coming for Jada all year because of what they've been going through, and now Will set the tone. Like, if y'all want to do something, you can't do it in front of me no more. That's my wife.
Yeah.
I'm rocking with her. I'm staying with her. We got our own situation. Get you a wife, and then you'll understand.
What about you, Reginae?
I feel like I kind of agree with Kendra.
Reginae said, if that was my daddy, he'd have got shot.
No, I agree. I feel like, a real man is going to, take up for his wife, his family, his loved ones, and Will did what he had to do.
Okay.
Before you go, I want to know your opinion because y'all both married, and so you mean to tell me if somebody happened like that happened to your wife, you wouldn't got on that stage and did the same thing, Envy?
Kendra, you know me. I go wild for less. What are you talking about?
Exactly.
Yes, I agree. Yes, I
Okay.
get on that stage. Yes, it is what it is. Absolutely. Without a doubt.
What about you?
I probably would have pulled him to the side and the back.
Aw, you weak.
I probably would have pulled him to the side and the back.
I was going to ask that. I was going to say, do you
Right.
think he should have waited?
Yeah. He should have waited because what he did is step on his own moment.
Yep.
He didn't just step on.
At that point, he didn't care, though.
He stepped on Questlove's moment because Questlove won an Oscar right after that because that's who Chris Rock was presenting, and he stepped on his own Oscar moment because ain't none of us talking about Will winning the Oscar.
True.
Will could have won the Oscar, did a great speech, had somebody invite Chris to his after party,
But
and checked him at the after party.
Nah.
but let
I
me
checked him backstage.
So now we care about the Oscars. At one moment
No,
in
I don't
time,
give a
we didn't
damn
care
about-
about the
I don't-
Oscar
I don't-
award.
I don't care about the Oscars.
Now we have to respect the Oscars.
No, we don't.
He should have did it right then and there. It was real. It was how he felt.
I don't care. I would have did it right then and there.
Which
I don't care.
listen,
I don't
by
care
the way-
about going to jail. I don't care about the Oscars. I don't care where we at. You disrespect my wife, I'm going to check you right then and there.
Clearly, it triggered him because that's Will Smith we're talking about, and that was Chris Rock. Let's keep that in mind. It wasn't some just regular old Joe. That was Chris Rock. So the fact that Will, who's always so stoic and always can keep
Right.
his composure, for him to be triggered like that, clearly, he was triggered in a real way.
Absolutely.
So I'm not mad at it. I just don't like the fact that was Chris Rock and Will Smith.
All right, let's
That's what I don't like.
Let's switch gears. Kanye West, Pete Davidson, Kim K.
Now who gonna smack Kanye? That's the nigga that need to get smacked. Go now. Go.
You know what? I feel. First of all, I love Kanye. I think everybody
Don't
got
you
a
start with your Chi-Town stuff.
No, I do. I got a real love for Kanye. I feel like this is a moment. Sometimes black women be so mad when they see black men not want to be with black women. This is a moment that you can just say, this is why you shouldn't be upset. This is exactly why you should not be mad because, first of all, it would have ended a long time ago if Kim Kardashian was a sister. He would have been got beat up by her brothers or her cousins or somebody in the
That's
family.
true.
So don't
Ron
be
ain't beating
upset.
nobody up.
Yeah, don't be upset anymore, black women, when you see our black men go to the other side because we're seeing how things are playing out. Listen, man, I got love for Kanye. I think he's out of pocket, though. I think he's out of pocket in the way he's handling it with Kim. You were out here with 5 different women every year. You got a girl every single month.
Ain't none of them black.
Ain't none of them black, because we ain't going for that. This the shit Kanye wants you to go for.
You
But
just gonna curse like you gonna do morning radio too?
you
But
can
go
beat
ahead,
me
Kendra.
out. Don't
Go
y'all
ahead,
got beeps here?
Yeah, we got beeps.
Okay, y'all got beat me out.
We got beeps.
Yeah, but Kim, I felt like she kept it cool. She's never really came at him publicly. She's been very classy, and she got one guy. So you can't get mad. I think he's just mad because it's Pete Davidson.
Reginae, go.
Okay, I think that Kanye is kind of acting a little crazy. I feel like Kim, as the woman that she like has became like, it was both them. I feel like they kind of like they complimented each other at one point, and now it's giving bullying. And I'm not really. I feel like he's bullying the mother of his child because it's like you gotta respect. This not your girlfriend. This is the mother of your child. Like this is someone, and your kids are old enough to see this stuff. Like one of them are at least like. So it's like you have to respect the mother of your child always. I've always been a firm believer in that, and it's giving bullying. My opinion.
Kendall.
I mean, my thing is, at first I was like, okay, this is a lot. Now it's OD. I'm over it. I'm tired of it. I'm just tired of it. I'm tired of seeing it on the internet. I just want them both to move on. Like, I want him to move on.
Oh, Kim has.
Yes, I want him to move. Well, I need Kanye to move on. Like, let them live. It's not happening. She don't want you, so let it go.
Yeah.
All right. Well, they were at the game with each other this week, and they were co-parenting. It seems like everything.
Who was at the game?
Really?
Kim and Kanye were at the game with each other.
Really?
Oh, they were.
I missed that.
Yeah, people were taking pictures of them. They were playing soccer. The kids were playing soccer.
I want to ask about the
that's
Oscars
good.
real quick again. Don't y'all? Isn't it a part of y'all that just don't want to see Will Smith and Chris Rock have that happen to them? Those are 50-year-old men. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it got to be a different way to resolve conflict, because think about how that's going to influence things moving forward. You already see people saying, I'm going to smack the shit out of somebody when I see them. You don't want that.
You don't want that, but
a lot of people-
everybody got a breaking point, right?
That is true.
And like I said, that's why I took it back to the 2016 Oscar when Chris Rock, to me, was more out of pocket then. So I felt like, and then on top of the world just always talking about Jada, saying she's not a good wife, all the things she did, I think he just built up. And like you mentioned, Will Smith is also like Musa. Like, he's very, like, you never expect that from him.
The Willy Llama.
So when that happens, he hit his breaking point. So... And I mean, I heard the thing, what if Chris Rock was white? Do you think he would have did it to a white comedian?
I think so.
I think so, too.
I don't.
If
I think he
enough
would
is
have got
enough.
bans.
That would have just been too much.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm with Reginae. I'm not sure.
He probably would have did it. He
That
might
just
have
would
went to
have been
jail.
too much. I don't think
But at
he
that
would
point,
have.
it was his
I would have
emotion,
respected
though.
it more.
It was his motion.
No, but I think this is the problem. I think he's more mad at Chris Rock because he's a black man. It's like you right now, what we kind of call cooling. I'm not sure if you're going to bring it up, but I'm mad at Stephen A. Smith because he's going on a rant talking about Will Smith is wrong. You don't have a wife or children. Will Smith is a father. He got to look at his daughter,
Stephen A.
Willow.
married?
He's married?
Yeah, he married.
To who?
I can't. I don't know her name, but she's
Oh,
married.
I never. Well, I take that back. I didn't know he had a wife. Well, he ain't a good husband because I don't even know who his wife is. He don't
God
have a poster.
damn, dog.
He don't have a poster. He keeping her a secret.
Kendra.
I forgot it's the Breakfast Club. Y'all keep it if y'all want to. I don't give a shit. But anyways, but nevertheless, I didn't like. But the point I was trying to make is the way he's going so hard on Will Smith. To me, it's disappointing to see the black man not understand he's standing up for his wife. Like, forget the fame, forget I'm an Oscar, I'm about to win an Oscar tonight. At the end of the day, this is
White,
the
black,
woman
Asian, it don't
that
matter.
when it goes down, she's the one by my side, the mother of my kids. Nothing trumps that, and I feel like anybody that can't respect that to me is whack.
I'm with you.
I think he kind of knew that I don't think that Chris Rock really respect getting slapped, but I feel like I don't think that he would slap a white man because they would probably do something like, press charges or
Immediately.
So
They
a
would've
black
snatched
man,
the
I feel like
Oscar
a
from
black
him.
man, I feel like Chris Rock didn't press her because he's like, all right, like I feel like I disrespected your wife, like he's seen Jada's face. Like, at first Will was laughing a little bit, then he was
did.
like, hold on, like you disrespected my wife.
Yeah.
So now I gotta do something.
And I think it says a lot about how they view blackness, right? Because if Will would have smacked the white man, security would have escorted Will out of there.
Oh yeah.
They wouldn't have let Will go back to his seat.
Definitely.
Like, they let Will go back to his seat and cool out, which made everybody think it was staged.
Yeah.
That's what I thought it was.
I thought it was staged too at first.
But I will say this, like, yes, I believe in protecting black women. Protecting black women is not just physical. We have to protect black women mentally and emotionally. That means not cheating on them. That means going to therapy to do the work on ourselves so we're not projecting our hurt and our pain onto our women. Because I think now what people see when they hear protect black women, they think we're just supposed to defend you with our fists. But no, it's a mental and emotional aspect of that. That's actually, we probably abuse y'all more like that than anything.
Mentally? Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, we had Lotto up here the other day, and she was actually talking about working in the industry is difficult with men. She was saying that one time she was trying to clear a record on her new project, and the dude basically insinuated that he wanted to smash before he cleared the record. Have you guys dealt with that at all?
You know what? I love my journey because my journey is a 20-year journey, right? Y'all know I went to school with Hampton. I went to school with you at Hampton Envy. Charlamagne is literally one of my best friends in this whole entire planet. So y'all know my journey. And obviously, when you're an attractive girl, guys be out of pocket, and you have that situation where you decide, do I speak up and say something and then get blocked from the next opportunity? It's very challenging. And I'm not proud about it, but a lot of times I definitely have experienced stuff that I just kept silent because in my mind it's like, if I bring this up, now I'm going to be blocked. I'm not going to get this opportunity. So I just kind of like move different. It's not fair. It's not right, but it absolutely happens.
Do they play with you like that, Reginae, being that, who Pop is?
Yes, I feel like maybe... Not really, because they do have a little respect for my father. But I'm so glad Lotto said that because these guys out here, they be grimy, especially these industry guys. And they try to do it on the low because they feel like, oh, we both have a name. She ain't going to help me out. Or she not going to do that. But no. She ain't say the name.
What about you, Kendall? You had that situation?
No, I haven't had that. Look, I haven't had that situation at all. Nah, not me.
I don't like what he did to you just now.
No.
I don't like what you just did.
You sat on somebody's lap, Charlamagne.
What?
There's a lot of stuff with y'all two on the internet. You done gave naked butts to each other. Yes, we gotta talk about the stuff that y'all have done amongst each other.
Look, Charlamagne and I are not a couple.
Why you gotta say that? The fact you gotta say that is crazy.
When you buy your coworker a naked butt, it does have the internet talking.
I just thought it was funny. I didn't do it for no other reason other than that. There was nothing behind it other than I thought it was hilarious.
Oh, God.
It was a mold of my ass.
As a mold of your ass that you wanted to give to Envy.
I just thought it was funny.
It was awkward.
He could have went to the Human Resource Department.
I'd have loved to see that deposition. That would have been hilarious.
Now, you also spoke on Tasha K and the fact that Cardi B sued her. What were your thoughts on that? Especially since you do media, so sometimes, you might say something that's wrong. So what was your thoughts on that whole situation?
I feel like, I understand both sides of the puzzle. See, I come from, a lot of times we do interviews. So if I'm reporting something, it's something that somebody said. So I'm not making up anything, right? I think it's a thin line where everybody's a journalist and everybody's really not a journalist, but everybody has a platform now. So you have the YouTube, all these platforms. I have a lot of respect for Tasha K. I thank her so much for coming on our show. I also rock with Cardi B, and I felt like Cardi B changed the game by suing because a lot of times you think, like, kind of with Will Smith, like, public figures are speaking back, like, yo, you just can't be saying what you want to say about me, just can't do what you want to say. They are now showing, like, there's going to be consequences for action. So I respect both sides to that situation.
But why is it hard, and I'm not saying in this Tasha case instance, but if you F up and you say something wrong, why can't you just say, I made a mistake? I got it from a wrong source. I apologize.
She kept going, though.
Yeah,
like, people don't say, I was wrong.
Because of
I
likes,
was wrong.
because of retweets,
Because
of views.
You're playing with people's lives and people's families.
Right, and she
I
kept
apologize.
going.
My bad. I got wrong information. That's not what it was. Let me clean this up.
And they gonna be like, oh, they paid them. They paid them to say that. Then, because the world not gonna believe it anyway. They're gonna be like, oh, somebody paid them to say that wasn't real or something like. So, I see why the blogs don't come back and be like, oh, sorry, my bad, that's not right, because nobody gonna believe it anyway. Y'all already put that out there, so why did you put it out there? Do you have proof? That's
and the fact that she knew it was fake and she kept going with it. She just kept going. Yeah. So I think that's when Cardi got fed up and was like, all right, this is going down.
I really think we live in an era where people don't understand the consequences of their actions.
Yeah.
I really don't.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And now that we're actually seeing consequences, people are like, oh, shit. Will slapped Chris. Oh, shit. Cardi sued and won. And it's like, yeah, that's what happens in the real world, people.
Yeah, absolutely.
And now we got to get in your personal life a little bit.
Hold on, one question. There was a time, Reginae, where you used to clap back a lot at people who used to come at your pops, come at your mom. Why did you slow down on that?
I got older, one. Two, I figured I wanted to do stuff in life. Like, I feel like the clapbacks you don't know who's in that room. You don't know who you're going to clap back to that you might need one day. I want to act. It's so many directors. It's so many people that might hear that I clap back at this person and might, oh, she hard to work with or she da-da-da. So I just have to get my act together, and I'm still working on myself still to this day because, you got to understand, I am this celebrity kid who's grown up in I had young parents, I've always heard the word yes. I never heard the word no until I got older to find like, okay, I don't care who your parents are. I don't care. No. In this acting world, you really hear it. Like, no. I might give you that, but actually, no, I don't. So I had to humble myself.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, that's very interesting because, like, you said you grew up, you never heard the word no.
With my mom, but I
Okay.
call my dad and be like, yes. Like, you know, like, that's what my life was. It's like my mom will that's why I respect my mom so much.
Shout out to her mom, Toya.
Shout out to my mom, right? She always like tell me, even till this day, like if she see don't talk, say ma'am, say yes. Like, you know, she's still on me, and I'm 23 years old, and I thank my mom every day because I could go another way. It's a lot of celebrity kids that go that way, and I don't want to go that path. I want to be respectful. I want people to respect me.
Do you remember your first no?
From your dad, you should say, because you said your
Oh,
mom.
not
Yeah.
even no,
always
this,
said no.
this the first no that made you be like, you know who the fuck I am, and then you had to check yourself.
Yes.
Industry, okay.
Yeah, I remember my first no. It was actually school. I was trying to get into a private school, and by my father's actions and everybody, there was like, no, like we don't want her in here. We don't. Her parents. That was when my dad has did something about the. It was some, you know, he used to do a lot, so he did something, and they were like, no, we don't want her. She has too much, and it was a big school in Atlanta. So
Wow.
College?
no, it was middle. I mean, it
Middle
was
school?
high school.
Damn it,
It was
man.
high school.
You never got in?
No.
Damn.
Never got it.
That's the stuff people don't talk about, though. People think just because you got money, just because you got power, just because you got influence. No, that don't always give you access.
Nah, certain things be wanting. Certain people be wanting to look like. If no, I don't know. What are you going? What you gonna bring to our front door? What you gonna bring to our school door? I don't know about that.
The one thing I like about you, though, you haven't, it never seemed like you was in a shadow. It's always seemed like you carved out your own
Lane.
thing.
I try so much to get out of that shadow because when I was younger, I loved it. I used to be like, I'm Lil Wayne's daughter. I'm this, I'm that. And it's like now I'm like, no, I'm Reginae Carter. I know he's my dad. I know Toya's my mom, but I want them to know me for me. Oh, that actress, that this, that writer, like, you know. So yeah, I have to get out that light.
Now, Kendra, we followed your journey of you trying to find a man on social
Why
media,
you saying
Instagram. We followed your
No,
journey.
wait, no. Well, the show. Let's break it down. The show is not for me to find a man. It's a plan.
But you found a man on there.
But I broke up. We got.
Now explain that, because you found this man.
you found a man on
We
there?
was all
This is
wedding,
the first
we was
season.
all looking for wedding dresses and tuxedos. You was
I don't remember that.
You don't remember dude? You remember dude?
Thank you.
I don't remember that.
No.
Okay. Let me just. I hate that I have to talk about this, but I
You
will.
put it on your show.
I did, and it's all deleted. Don't you know when you delete something from Instagram, it never happened? Don't you know the
No.
rules?
No.
When you put something on the internet, it
backstory.
happens.
So I created. Okay, so Singles on Instagram Live. It's the reason why I'm sitting here. It's what has gave more people awareness of who I am. I created the show during the pandemic, COVID. I was in a relationship. At that time, we ended right in the pandemic. And single life during that time was terrible because it was like you couldn't call nobody. Well, you couldn't go see nobody. This is pre-mask. You know, you had to really stay to yourself. I really felt like Will Smith and I Am Legend, like me and my dog, and that's what it was. So in the midst of it, I created the dating show for other single people. Then I met a guy from there, and we dated for about 8 months. Now, the reason why that was an important
Why you
relationship.
looking like that, Reginae? You
It was
know-
an important
Let me get on your
relationship.
show.
They was together. They went from this to
We did.
every day. I was
So
like, oh, they about to get married.
But you know what? It was great because it was everything I thought I wanted on paper, right? But in reality, I wasn't happy. And
Why wasn't you happy?
Little meat?
huh?
Little meat?
Okay, let me say this. We never had sex. So y'all probably didn't even know that. We
What?
never had sex. We
8
never,
months?
Reginae
What
said
you mean 8 months, Reginae?
Goodness
That ain't a
gracious.
long time.
I'm telling you,
Toya!
I'm telling you, Daddy.
Weezy!
Reason!
What's up, man? 8
hell's
months.
going on?
That ain't long at all, Reginae.
How about 8 years?
I mean,
We'll get back
8
to you in a
months is
second.
a very good time to wait.
There you go.
Yes. Yes.
So we never had sex, but just in the end, we wasn't compatible long term. And I learned a lot about myself because I'm like, I thought I wanted this, but I'm not happy with this, and I don't want to get. And we could have
I
got
was
married.
curious, what didn't make y'all compatible? What was it?
I think that,
Uh-oh.
God.
Had to be something.
I've never said this, and this is like the Breakfast Club. So I know it's gonna be okay. ultimately, I'm gonna be honest. Okay.
Have I heard this before?
I don't know if you know that. I think you know. I
don't know if I want to
Okay,
say.
so it's back. Okay, honestly, we never had sex, and in the end, that was an issue for me because I was like, we're committed, we're exclusive.
Oh, you wanted to have sex, but he
Well,
didn't.
after 8 months.
Okay.
And I thought, listen, I had a movement years ago where I said I wouldn't have sex until I got married.
Celibacy, abstinence is cool.
Abstinence is cool.
Mm-hmm.
But, if you're going to be married long term, I can't marry a guy who I've never slept with.
You want
And
to test the waters.
I think after 8 months we're exclusive, we could be there. And that was kind of like, he wanted to make sure we were going to get married and I was going to have his baby. And I'm like, I can't marry you and have your baby if we've never had sex. Like, that's going to...
So whose fault was it that y'all wasn't having sex?
It was hers.
It wasn't my fault because he didn't want to do it unless we were going to get married. Like, he wanted to have sex.
I do remember this story.
Yes, unless...
And I told her she's bugging.
No, I'm not bugging.
Wait.
He did the right thing. That's the right way to do it.
No.
I remember
Wait,
this
it's the right
now.
thing.
It's
Now I
not
remember this.
it's not the right thing always because there could always be questions. And
Tell them the
Questions
questions
like
you
what?
had, Kendra. You had questions.
But if his penis
it was
game was
multiple
whack, does it
choice.
matter? 'Cause you love him,
No,
though,
wait.
right?
Kendra, tell them what you thought, Kendra.
no, I cannot. Stop it. Listen, now we got
We get
personal conversations that can
You're
go
right,
both ways.
you're right. It was just a few things but those are reasonable questions you had.
The unfortunate thing is when you're a public figure, right? I could deal with anything, right? But when you have somebody else, you have to be cautious of them. So at the end of the day, we weren't
You
compatible.
thought he was gay.
I never said that. I never said that in me.
I'm asking. I'm asking the question. I'm asking the question.
I never said that in me. I'm just going to say that it didn't work
I've never heard you
out.
stutter before, Kendra. Go ahead.
It did not work out, and the things that I thought I desired for a long-term relationship are not actually the things that I require.
Okay.
So it just didn't.
Only
work.
reason I asked, I seen it on social
Let the
media.
record show. I love Kendra G. That's one of my best friends in this whole planet. She told me all of these different reasons, and I said, well, Kendra, maybe he's just a good God-fearing man. Why does that not cross your mind not once?
Well, there's other things I can share that I'm trying to be protective with that I'm not going to share because this is a massive platform, and you have to consider other people who are not public figures.
You seen something,
True.
heard something that just that rubbed you the wrong way.
Potentially. Potentially that had me questioning just certain things. And I just think, and I think that's for all women. And I do like the idea of not having sex before you get married because it can work. I think Sierra and Russell Wilson did that. And they're living happily ever after, right? So I do subscribe to that, but just make sure everything is what it's supposed to be with that individual. That's all I'll say. Go to Reginae, child. Was I done with my question?
You done? You got any more for her?
I just want to know why Reginae thinks 8 months is not a long time.
Oh, no, I think that's a great time to wait. That's a great time. I mean, I'm young, but that is still a great time to wait, especially.
Yes.
Now, Reginae, you were dating YF and Lucci. Have you spoke to him since he's been arrested? Are y'all still in good relationships and good talks, good terms?
I am single. And you know how sometimes relationships work out and they don't. And as for this one, it didn't.
Y'all still speak?
No.
Okay.
I saw you talking about the struggles of that come with being the single friend. Boyfriends don't like you?
Right now, I feel like before Lucci, I dated another guy for like 4 years. Then I dated Ray for 4 years. So I never really not dated anyone. And I'm young. I'm 23 years old. Yeah, I know. So it's like I'm outside, but I'm not outside because I still got respect. And I can't be outside with everybody because everybody
out.
knows me,
You out. Leave the side alone. You just out.
I'm just out, and I like to travel. I like to this. And they my friends got kids now. They have real lives. And I'm like, oh my God, come on, girl. We ain't even at our prime yet.
For what?
Hold on. Now, you said 4, so that means you was dating somebody at 15 to 19?
Yeah, my first real relationship was 15, and that was a real relationship, 15 through 18.
And then 18 to 22 or 21?
20. Me and Ray broke up 20 last year. We broke up last year.
Why the first boyfriend didn't work?
Why does it matter? It was kids. Who cares?
I just always want to know why.
Because they didn't go to the same high school.
He went to
That's why I didn't know.
college, right? He went to college and he cheated
4
on me.
years is a long time. So to break it off, there has to be a reason. I'm just curious.
Okay, he went to college. You know, he was doing college things, and I met Ray Lucci, and I was like, oh my gosh, you know, this boy is showing me this. I like that.
I wonder if you ever feel like you have to find somebody young because your parents found each other so young.
No, I don't like young. Not like that, but like these. Oh my gosh, y'all know me. Y'all been knowing me for a long time.
Yeah.
I'm very wise beyond my years, and these kids, these guys that's my age, they are so childish.
So immature.
They don't want to do nothing but give you
Immature.
heartache and use infection.
Yeah.
That's the guys of today, though. A lot of guys don't want to be committed. I love what you were saying earlier because a lot of men are not on that.
Men got to do the work. Every
gotta
woman,
grow up, though.
every woman I know
They have
says
to
they cannot date a man that's not in therapy.
But think about it. When did you guys, because you guys have been open about your relationship journeys, what age did you finally wake up and grow up?
My 30s.
Okay.
How old was I? October 2016.
In your 30s. He was
30,
in
yeah,
30s.
like 36.
Yeah, he was in our 30s.
So you gotta give a little, not grace, but understand, like, you know, me and Reginae talk all the time, and she's beautiful. She's
Reginae got that face.
no, because I told her the type of guy that comes to her is almost kind of limited because they gotta be able to afford to date her, for one. You know,
What does afford to, like?
I mean, Reginae is the kind of girl that says, okay,
Let me
I'm
look up
going to New
Reginae's
York.
net worth
I'm
real quick.
going to New York today. Oh, I'm going to go to L.A., you know, later on. And I'll be back to Atlanta. Like, that's 1 week for her.
Do you mind flying coach?
Oh
She's
no,
not-
I don't fly
No one's
coach.
flying coach.
No, I'm so
No one
sorry.
is
It's not
flying
even
coach.
about
Stop
that.
it.
It's about
No
like
diss
just
to
me
that, but-
always like it's no problem with coach. Like I just literally since I was
don't fly it.
since I was an unaccompanied minor, because you know I've been flying. My parents weren't together, so I would fly to my dad.
Gotcha.
Fly back. So when I was an unaccompanied minor, it was always first class.
Okay.
So like that treatment, you don't get rid of that treatment like that.
I got you.
You would never want to feel the struggle?
Say for instance, if I really have to get somewhere and they don't have first class on either Delta or American,
Or a private jet available.
I mean, like I really hate private jets. I'm so sorry. I mean, I probably like the only person with money that don't like them.
You know,
Yeah,
I hate them too.
Yeah, I cannot
rough.
stand them. I'm so
scary.
sorry. I get really.
You ever flew Frontier, Southwest?
No.
You're not missing nothing. He's setting you up, Reginae.
No, I didn't say it like that, but it's
That's
like,
like
come
asking if you
on.
ever shopped at Rainbow.
No, but if say for instance, some things I feel like, you know, you can't trust every airline and stuff. I trust Delta. Delta's been here from the ground
Have you ever
up.
had to fly coach?
Yeah, I've had to fly coach if I really can't find maybe comfort. Yeah, comfort.
So if you meet a good guy, he's faithful, he's caring, he's loving, he just doesn't have as much money as you're used to. Would you give him a shot, an opportunity, a chance?
Don't lie either, Reginae.
He can't take you to Philippe Child's. He can't take you to Brooklyn Chop House, but he could do a Applebee's, maybe a little more, maybe Houston.
Okay, I actually did meet a guy like that not too long ago.
If you don't
how'd it
stop
work out?
lying, Reginae.
I did no, so I did.
How'd it work out?
I can't do it.
Why is that, Reginae?
But okay, so listen.
You think of somebody young that's 21, 22, right? They're just creating themselves. They're just starting to work.
Right.
And if a lot of times if they have money, they're usually hustling or they're a scammer. So they just got out of college, they're paying off their college loans. They're gonna get there. It's gonna take some time, no? You
Not
looking
a
at me,
scammer.
looking at me?
I would say, okay, so listen, I have friends. Like, we can definitely be
Y'all can be
friends.
friends.
Yeah. So I feel like you have to date people that's on the same level as you. And not meaning just like, oh, we make the same money, because you don't have to make the same money, but you have to be like level-minded as
Okay.
me. Me, I am the person that I like to spoil you.
Mm-hmm.
I love to spoil men. If I see something, I'm like, dang, that look good on him. I'm going to get it. So I want a man to be like, dang. In the mall, like, dang, that'll look good on her. I need you to, you know, reciprocate the energy that I'm going to reciprocate. Because if you don't, then I'm going to be mad all the time because I'm like, dang, I want to do this for him, but I know he's not going to do it for me. Okay.
How many people are intimidated by Pops?
Oh, my gosh. I feel like that's such a cock block, him being my father.
As he should.
Have you ever thought a guy was more into your Pops than you?
Yes, I'm very big on that. Like, after probably like the 5th time talking about my dad, you out. Yeah,
But I
like you
understand it, though.
understand he's this, he's that.
He's
Yeah,
one of the GOATs, so you understand. You know,
yeah, I
because-
understand a little bit. See, listen, Ray Lucci, he was a really big fan of my father, like, you know, and they actually was cool at one point. So that was different, but he didn't talk about my dad to me a lot. Like, he didn't do that. That was not
That
something.
probably goes both ways though. Like if females are always talking about your dad too, I'm assuming that would be a turnoff.
Yeah, like no female. No, I don't even do new friends.
You don't do new friends. You're only 23, Reginae.
Let me tell you something, Charlamagne. Right now, it is so fake out here. It's girls sleeping with each other, guys. Like, I can't deal with things like that, especially, and that's why I stay with my people that I grew up with, because this industry and everything is fake. I'm not with it.
That's a fact.
Well, we appreciate y'all for joining us this morning. That was a lot of fun.
Society.
Oh, we gotta break it down.
Social society.
Social
Great
society.
Society.
Yeah.
It's Kendall fault. Kendall.
So tell them when it comes on,
Okay.
when they can see it and all that.
So our episode drops Mondays. It's on
Okay.
All Black. And listen, you don't gotta be black. If you like black people stuff like the Kardashians, you will like All Black. Okay, so it's for everyone. Subscribe to it, but it's all like black content, whether you're a black producer that made the show or a black actor. We gotta show love to the show creator, Sheena.
Sheena D. Carter, Letitia.
Because I'm thinking Carter,
She's the
I
writer.
got the same last name. I just
Yeah.
realized that in this moment. So Sheena D. Carter and
Letitia Fortune.
Yes,
both
they're
are
the
the
women behind
executive
it.
producers. Yep,
Yeah.
and the women behind it. Sheena created it.
Sheena created
And
it,
wrote
so
the show.
big ups to Sheena. We wouldn't be here without her vision, and also Letitia, who's also EPs with her. Mondays on the streaming platform All Black. You can also, if you have WeTV Plus or Amazon Prime, you can also watch it there too. But everyone subscribe to All Black. It's only $5.99 a month. It's like a Hulu, Netflix situation, or get it for the year for $60. You got it. I know y'all got it.
And Bob Johnson is behind that.
Yes, and Bob
My guy,
Johnson's
Bob Johnson,
affiliated
salute to
too.
Bob
Yes.
Johnson.
All right.
Yes.
Thank you for joining us, Kendall, Kendra G, and Reginae Carter.
Thank you for having us.
Breakfast Club, good morning.